The Road is the latest announcement from Storm, and it releases on April 19th, so I'm here to break down the information for you and help you figure out what to expect. Reviewers are allowed to start putting videos up on March 29th, so look for those to pop up in a few days. The Road features a familiar combination of ingredients to arrive at a fresh spin on all of them. The core is the inverted FE2 or FE squared, never really figured that one out, people call them both, but it gets the AI core treatment, which is big news in a couple directions. First and most importantly, this makes the core numbers identical from 14 through 16 pounds at a medium to medium high 255 RG and an 045 differential. Now, one of the biggest issues with the high road, if there is such a thing with a ball that's been in production for 15 years, is that the numbers vary wildly from 14 to 16 pounds. In 16, it's a monster at 252 and 058, so the 16-pound high road literally has the highest differential of any ball in any of the three SPI product lines. In 15, it's the traditional, or I think desired place at 257 and 046, higher RG for easy length and a medium-high diff for a good amount of flare, but nothing crazy. It's the lightning in a bottle reaction that most people are familiar with and which has kept it in the line so long. In 14 pounds, similar RG to the 15 at 258, but the diff dives all the way down to 037, which is in hype territory. 14 and 15 high roads aren't as different as 15 to 16, but losing 10 points of diff still makes a difference and makes it a weaker ball. For those that throw 15 pounds, the core difference between the high road and the road is marginal, but is fairly substantial for the 14 and 16 pound users. However, we're not into the cover stock yet, and it's REX, but REX hybrid for the first time stateside, unless you count the reality check, which I've all but confirmed was REX hybrid. It was technically S84 beta. We've seen REX Pearl on plenty of balls, and it has created a really round, firm, and continuous shape on every core it's been on, no matter what that core typically does. However, I'm not sure what the AI outer core is going to do with the high road core, and to go back to what REX is, it's a combination of NEX from balls like the Axiom Supernova and the Axiom Pearl, and R2S from the Phase 4, 5, currently on the IQ Ruby, IQ Tour, both high roads. Now R2S, between the Pearl, Solid, and Hybrid types, has a fairly tight reaction range, so there's not a big difference between the IQ Tour and IQ Ruby at the same surface, for example. Not a huge difference between the High Road and High Road Pearl either, but the difference between NEX Solid on the Axiom and NEX Pearl on the Axiom Pearl was massive. They didn't feel related whatsoever. The Axiom Pearl was quite a bit weaker than the Axiom, and since we never saw NEX Pearl stateside again and never saw the hybrid version period, I'd have to think that there was a reason for that and that the Axiom Pearl likely had something to do with that. Step forward, we've seen REX Pearl for a couple years now. It debuted on the Dark Code in the middle of 2021, but despite it being on all kinds of things, no technical hybrid or solid version. So I don't really know what to expect here. Just based on a slightly stronger high road core and the general cover strength, I'd put it in Fate and Journey territory, but I have no idea what kind of shape we're going to get, whether it's going to be more tumbly like the Journey, rounder like the Fate, or more of a defined hockey stick kind of look like the Trend 2, but that's where the information puts the general reaction, in Belmo Ball territory, just without the logo and the bigger price tag. I would bet on tumbly, or actually like a stronger original rocket, which is kind of what the Journey is, but I really doubt that they'd overlap the Journey like that, so we're just going to have to wait and see. Down in the description is a link to Bowler's Mart that will get the Road ordered for you. I do have to note that I do receive a 5% commission on all sales through the links, and of course don't forget my code ROSEDOLL10 to get 10% off your order at checkout at CoolWick. Thanks for watching, and may the strikes be with you.